Hypertrophy week. We have a fun one for you guys this week, but we gotta start off with some mobility. So, open books are first up. Oh, I'm like snot in a box. I'm like in a half box here. All right, let's get it. All right, open books are gonna open up your thoracic spine, give you a nice little stretch in the upper body. Maybe your lower body, your lower lats. We're gonna do 15 each side. Inhale when you're in that fetal position, and then exhale up and around. All right, next up, we're gonna do a little pike. So up on your feet, we'll start with a walkout first. Fold over at your waist. Take your time getting into that plank position. While you're here, just do a couple circles with the shoulders, just to get the wrist loosened up a little bit. Do 3 in one direction, and then 3 in the other direction. Big, giant circles. Right pinky finger all the way, index finger to thumb, and then back around, big circle. And switch. I'll try to keep those glutes tight. Back flat. Just go into a pike gently, press those hips back, try to get your heels to touch one at a time, press the hands into the floor, open up the chest, try to bring your chest closer to your thighs. Big inhale, exhale, try to get those shoulders moving and open up that thoracic spine, mid-back area. And then pick up and around and drop those hips into a nice cobra. Pressing the hands into the floor. Nice tall, long neck, squeezing the glutes, dropping the hips. Head back, slight arch in the lower back. And then pick those hips up one more time for a nice pike. And walk yourself back up into a standing position. Warm up today is going to be 3 exercises, 3 body weight exercises, 15-minute AMRAP, preparing us for some fun work. A little card game today, this week actually. Yeah, you're going to get it all week long, girl. It's going to be fun. Had a good time this morning. First exercise, SLSU, straight leg sit up, big exhale the way up. Try to keep those toes facing up, and then one vertebrae at a time on the way down. Good hamstring stretch, also obviously activating your core. Next up, marching glute bridge. Okay, first things first, we want to activate that lower abdominal region, that deep rectus abdominis, right? The deep muscles in that lower abdominal region that keep the spine stable and also the hips stable. So tuck that one underneath, drop that lower back into the floor, then do your bridge, and then you want to alternate bringing knee to armpit. So keeping that foot, knee, and ankle, or hip in a fixed position, and then just marching. Right? So when I'm bringing my left one up, I'm thinking about pressing my right to the ground. And then obviously vice versa. Pressing that left to the ground, bringing that knee. Okay? And then last up, Supermans. Flat in your belly. And then we're going to activate all the opposing muscles. Glutes, hamstrings, upper back, lower back. And back down. And then back down. Okay? 10 reps for that. 15-minute AMRAP. Be easy breezy. Right, here we go. Work period. Playing a little card game. Let's start with equipment. The only equipment you're going to need, set of dumbbells, kettlebell, maybe a PVC pipe. Yeah, maybe a PVC pipe. Not maybe. You guys are here going to use one. I'm talking to everybody, folks at home. But you guys are going to use a PVC pipe, and if not, hold some weight in that overhead squat. But let me start at the top. 4 rounds. Coach picks 4 cards. whatever's on the card, whatever your hand that you're dealt is, you're going to do that amount of reps for that particular exercise. However they land up. It could be 4 diamonds, it could be 4 spades, it could be 4 hearts. It doesn't have to be equal. That make sense? So your first exercise on the list is a floor press. Suggest getting into it safely like this. Dumbbell in the crease of your hip, dumbbell in the crease of your hip, and then just simply lie back. Okay? Pinch your shoulder blades back, and then just do your floor press. Elbows are facing downward, nice and controlled. This would be the easiest, or the level 1. Level 2 would be tucking that lower back into the floor and getting those, core muscles involved more. Right? Level 3 would be hollow rock, keeping the legs low while trying to keep that lower back flat on the floor, and then do your floor press. Okay, either one would work. When you're done, bring them down here, safely bring them back down to the floor. Cool? Next up, gorilla row. Alternating gorilla row. Change position, back is flat. 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, alternating. So if it's 4 hearts, that means you're doing 4 each side. Make sense? Okay, next up, I'm gonna call it a sprinter crunch, not a bicycle crunch. So flatten your back here, big exhale the way up, alternating, armpit to knee. Again, whatever's on the card is what you're gonna do for both sides. Next up, we don't do them often here, but it's a great exercise for mobility. And it's going to work nicely with these exercises for hypertrophy today. Overhead squat. So, PVC pipe, take a stance or take a position as wide as you need to make sure that you can keep those shoulders, or that wrist above your shoulder when you go down into your squat. Okay, so you're looking to keep that rib cage up, keep the shoulders, keep the wrist directly above the shoulders. In stack position, right? Be mindful of, sorry for my butt in your face, actually I'll show you first. Be mindful of this overarching position, right? You want to try to keep that core nice and tight. Tim, folks at home, you want to avoid that arching, over excessive arching of the lower back.
So flat back.
Flat back as much as possible, even if you have to kind of fold over here a little bit. It's only a PVC pipe. It's not weight where it's going to hurt your shoulders. Okay? And then after each round, you're doing a 20-second wall sit. Here's how the finish is going down. 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. A little bit better. And we're going to go probably for 3 to 5 minutes of that. We'll do maybe 5 rounds, timing restrictions, plus with a lot of pressing. But here is what an Arnold press looks like. Squeeze your glutes, keep that lower body in check. Fingertips are facing you. Start pressing up first. So press up and then rotate around. Nice and controlled. Bring it right back down. Press up. Start rotating out. Obviously, when you end up, you want to be straight above your shoulders. Nice and controlled on the way down. How do you auto-regulate that? It's 30 seconds of work. Maybe you get 4, maybe anywhere from 5 to 7 reps in each round. So your weight should be light to moderate. Light to moderate. Let's go.